Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this reading. Okay. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right. Not all the messages that you hear will resonate with your life, but if they do, then yay. I love when that happens. Yeah. Basically, that's the whole intro. All right. Gonna use the fortune dice today, okay, and see what comes out for the collective. Ooh, we got Libra. Mercury. And the fourth house. Roots and home. Mercury, communication, process of learning with Libra's justice. I feel like you might be getting communication really. I'm getting communication. I might be getting a message. Okay, we got invisible. High Priestess of Fire. Someone's trying to go invisible. Someone's maybe trying to hide from the law. I get Unsolved Mysteries. You know how wow. Okay, that's okay. So you know on Unsolved Mysteries how they would put the cases up, and then they would say, if you know anything, you know, call this number. And people would find people after like years and years and years, right? Not even knowing if people were alive anymore. So what I'm getting is, this is a really strong message. This is Mercury for you, okay? It's like Gemini and Taurus energy. It's like something, because the High Priestess of Fire, I almost feel like someone has been possibly lying. With this High Priestess of Air in reverse, with invisible, I feel like someone's been trying to hide something from you. Okay? And why it's Libra energy, because maybe you were supposed to marry this person. Maybe you were supposed to have a contract with this person. And the universe has been hiding them. 2 6s. So somebody could be coming back from the past. Or you could be getting a message about something that's been hidden from you. I mean, again, this person, even the person from the past could fill you in on something that they were lied to about. They were told something about you and it was never true. I'm trying to figure out why something would be lying. And if it was such a big lie, that's why Libra would bring it through. Libra is the law. And now the fire has had enough. Ooh, did you see that card? Ooh, complicated. So I feel like it's possible that the High Priestess of Fire did something for somebody to ignite something that has been held back from them. Okay, and it's become invisible to them. They can't see it if they tried. Okay, and it's like, okay, then we got chaos. There's 911 right there. Fragment and choices. Somebody could have taken something from you, okay, and it wasn't ever supposed to be taken from you. So you kind of went crazy because it was never supposed to be lined up that way. So as pieces of it scattered from your life, honestly, the sixes in this are incredible. There are sixes everywhere. There's a 46, so 6. 15 is 6. There's a 9 upside down, it's a 6. 16 is a 6. The High Priestess of Air is a 6. This is all sixes, okay? And 6 is the work and routine house, okay? It's the house of Virgo. Hermit, yes, with this invisible. Honestly, somebody has been hidden from you, or something has been hidden from you, and it was, I just heard, against the law. It was against the law to do this, and it has taken a very long time to come through. And I've been wondering about Mercury for a while, because they always say it's Mercury in the water, it's Mercury in the fish, it's Mercury here, it's Mercury, always blaming it on Mercury. And I get it. Mercury is communication, okay? People don't like the truth. They don't like to hear the truth. They don't want the truth at their door. They want to hide, okay? In an illusion, they want to hide behind the moon. But clearly with these eclipses, okay, the moon is sick and tired of people hiding in its energy and abusing power, okay? Somebody, people need to know the truth. And what sucks is that they've been hiding these so-called fragile people from finding out the truth. Okay. There is no such thing as a fragile pedophile. There's no such thing as a fragile, narcissistic piece of shit who has stolen from people for years. Okay. Like, they don't get their little downtime anymore. Okay. They don't get to play victim anymore. And the people who have been standing in front of them are now going to jail, because they're obstructing justice. Okay. Where's the camera? Oh, okay. Okay. They're obstructing justice. Okay. And justice is getting pissed off, just like the moon is. Okay, these signs are getting mad. So Mercury, because it always takes the blunt of everything anyways, and it really doesn't care. It's like, it's us tarot card readers. That's how Mercury comes out. I'm never as scared of telling the truth. I even called somebody out the other day, literally, for touching chicken and not washing their hands afterwards. Because I was like, yo, you could get yourself sick, and so many other people. Like, I have a mouth on me for a reason. I use it. I don't hide behind it. Okay, I don't second guess what I say. If something comes to me, I say it, because that's the Mercury in me. Okay, and I'm pretty sure my North Node is ruled by Taurus, and Mercury is the house of Taurus and Gemini. Okay, so it's all kind of working together here with Virgo. Like, I'm getting a sense of grounding in something. Like, I think you've been working really hard, okay, because this whole 6th house, okay, that I feel is coming out as well with this, is our behavior towards other people and the people we work with. So it's like how we treat people. It's how we treat others, right? Like, are you treating people the way you want to be treated? How do you work with other people? Are you communicative, right? Are you helpful? Are you supportive? Or do you want to play rank all the time and boss and piss all over everybody? Or are you super shy and you hide in the shadows, right? It's like Mercury is obviously opening up this 6th house of this communication, that it's telling you that your work environment, okay, something was taken from you, okay, and it wasn't supposed to. And now you're still leading towards it, because of everything you're doing in your daily routine is leading you towards a thing that they keep trying to hide from you. Okay. Let's see. I would like to know who's doing this. I just heard somebody go, yes, please. Okay, I'm taking out the horror deck because I feel like it's going to be some type of fucked up character. Okay, they're coming out as a character. You know, it's always about movies, right? People think movies are so real. And they take that shit to heart. They think everything is real, and it's not. It's fucking... Oh my God, look at that. We got the King Kong card. Okay, actually, I've been trying to watch the newest one with, you know... Oh, you know who's in it? John C. Reilly. He's actually kind of awesome in it. I've been trying to watch it, and it's really weird because look, he was ready to come out. I was gonna finish the movie last night, and then I fell asleep. I was so fucking tired. I've had like such a busy schedule these last like couple of weeks, and I've not had like one day off until today. So I fell asleep so quick last night, and I couldn't finish Kong. And look, he came out. So the person who's doing this to you, okay. You know, I feel like you are Kong, okay? And the people who attacked you are the film crew. Okay, the people who attacked you are the film crew. And they again, because it has something to do with making something invisible. So with Kong, what they would make invisible with Kong is they took him out of his habitat and took all his rights away from him. Okay, so they made his rights invisible. So okay, somebody lied. Okay, this film crew lied. And actually, in the movie, right, in every Kong movie, you're going to hear they lie about the journey. Okay, they don't expose Skull Island, or they talk about Skull Island, but they don't talk about the facts that they know about it, and they risk everybody's life. Okay, so whoever is doing this to you, not only did they take you out of your habitat and put you, oh my God, that's what it is. They took you out of some type of job that you were supposed to be doing, which Kong, his job is to protect the forest. He protects those tribal people, right? Kong is actually a provider for them. He's the ultimate protector. Okay, and they take him away. Right? They take him away. And now they have the people on the island, they have all, like actually in the third one, right? Or the second one, I don't know if there's a Kong. I think there's a Kong back in like the 30s or 40s. So actually, technically in the third one, right? When they wake up Kong with all those bombs, well, actually, they don't know Kong's there. But when they drop all the bombs onto the island, they woke up everything that was sleeping. Okay? Everything that was sleeping, they woke up. And I'm thinking, you know, with this high priestess of air, I'm thinking that these people lied to every single person they possibly could to get you out of your element. And then as the time passed, you slowly forgot about it. Right now I'm getting one of the whales that they released from SeaWorld that had been there his whole life. He actually died of pneumonia. Once he was released, he kept going to boats and trying to play with people because all he knew was captivity. He didn't remember that he was in the wild before they put him in the tank. Right? So he kept going he didn't know what to do out there. Like, how dare they do that? They didn't train him. They didn't support him. They just let him out, right? They didn't introduce him to a new pod. They didn't try to find his family. They just released him like assholes would. Total they relieve their responsibility, and then they just expect that poor creature, okay, to survive in an element that they don't know. Right? Like all of a sudden Kong, he breaks free from the stage, and now he's lost in New York. He doesn't know cities. So, and then he finds, of course, the park. Where does he go? He runs to the park. He runs to the only thing that he knows, right? So I feel like through this whole chaos, you still keep going back to something because it's all you know, but they keep trying to take it away from you like you don't deserve it, like it's not supposed to be yours. But now I think that they're going to finally, I think being forced to give it back. You're getting communication about this. Any other? Okay, so we got Leatherface. And what I was going to say was any other characters that wanted to come through. And now I'm getting Leatherface. And I almost feel like, you know, these people could be products of listening to really awful schizophrenic channels in their heads and forcing people to do things and using power and abusing power, right? Like Leatherface, he's got all these people around him that are the ones that tell him what to do, right? So I feel like this person who's doing this is almost like controlled by everything else. Right? But they're not even given the actual facts about what they're supposed to be doing. But they're so controlled, right? Like this person, like you've been so controlled that you're doing stuff that you don't even know what you're doing, but you're just doing it because they're telling you to do it. And that's abuse of power. That's his family doing that. Right? So this is an abuse of power. Big time, which is exactly the film crew, right? They abuse their power, they abuse the money, they abuse the crew, right? Because people are broke, that they'll do anything for money. Okay, so that's it from that deck. Ooh, we do have Jaws. And with Jaws, again, if you go to the third one, okay, they capture Jaws, but they actually, don't they capture baby Jaws? They capture Jaws' baby, and then she comes back for it, right? And wreaks all havoc because they put her baby on display at SeaWorld. Again, what is this fucking SeaWorld shit? Weird that Jaws was there. I almost feel like somebody was really, like, they really put you in illusion. Like, they maybe just put all these options in front of you, but yet you could never really get to them. And all of the options were to put you on display. That's what I'm getting. Somebody wanted you on display at all times because being on display means minimum wage job, very controlling managers, right? You're on the clock. You can't fuck around. You can't do anything. You're on display. People are watching you, right? And that is not okay because you were supposed to be hidden. And maybe that's where the invisible thing comes from too, right? You were supposed to be hidden. Because your life is very complicated. You're a very complicated individual and you weren't supposed to be put in such abusive forms of power over you. Almost like enslavement, you know, and that goes back to, again, some white man's power trip. Like you've just been under people's power trips this whole time, right? That have literally been making money off of you by you being there. Okay, so, okay, the dice want to be rolled again, which they do this sometimes. Okay, so now we've got Pisces with Venus in the 5th house. Okay, and Venus just moved. So now we're in pleasure with entertainment, creative expression with Venus, sense of beauty, harmony. So Venus is teaming up with Leo energy and Pisces. What you love. Ooh, there's the Grove card. A very happy little kitty just sitting there in her beautiful grove with the Warrior. 2-2. $38. Deceit in reverse, which equals 11, which is 2. So the Warrior defeats deceit and finds his new grove. That's the vision. So obviously, the universe has had a vision for you, and they found out where you were really supposed to be. And the reason why it got taken away from you for so long was because of how much joy you were going to get out of it. So somebody has decided to take it upon themselves to mistreat you very badly. Okay. And no wonder Venus is coming in. Venus actually teams up very well with Libra, and Libra just came in. So, and that's contract. Oh, you see what I mean? You missed out on a contract. And it's a contract of love, but it's also a contract of doing what you love. Okay? Fifth house with the sixth house, because we've been picking up the sixth house with this work and routine. Okay? And you were supposed to be able to work creatively. Okay? And do creative things with your life. And because of how well you work with other people, and because of how well your creative expression was, okay, you were supposed to really do things with your life, and instead they took that contract away. Somebody else tried to fulfill it. Okay, and what happened to that person who tried to take this away from you? I mean, well, they did take it away from you. Okay. Okay, so we've got self-worth and confidence in reverse, okay, with differences in reverse. So what this person tried to manifest, they tried to manifest your confidence, okay, how well you take care of yourself, and the fact that you lined something up in your karma to do, and you went directly for it, and someone derailed you because they wanted it, okay, and they thought that there wasn't a difference between you and them, right? That if you could do it, they could do it. And yes, that's true. But in another sense, it's not true, because we're not all the same. And we all have very different missions. We all have very different goals. We have different bodies, different mindsets, okay? Different patterns of control, okay? Different different addictions, exactly. Everybody is different, okay? So that's like trying to say, like, what if you were lining yourself up to be a firefighter? Okay, you did all the training, all the tests, you worked out your whole life, doesn't matter what sex you are, okay? If you're feminine, even better, okay? You were lined up to do it because in your past, you put out fires. It's what you're an extinguisher, okay? It was going to be a part of your life, and you were going to love it. You were going to be the hose woman, or the person that went and retrieved the bodies, or you were going to be the inspector. You were going to do something with fire, and they took it away from you, okay? They took it away from you. And then because they said that there was no difference between you and them, even though you'd been training for it your whole life, you were ready for that physical. You were ready for, I think you've got to be able to drag 150 pounds or 200 pounds or something, because you need to be able to take bodies out, right? There are certain training that you have to do. And because you did the training your whole life, hypothetically, okay, you were supposed to just be able to pass the bar, pass the exam, get right in, your physical done. They didn't. Because they derailed you, they took the job instead. They took the contract instead that you claimed you were going to love. They just figured they were going to love it too, because they don't know what love is. They don't know what true pleasure is. Okay, they take true pleasure in just stealing. Okay, that is so fucking sad. That there is no love in that. Okay, that is deceit. That is the devil. Okay, that's child's play bullshit that we don't do, because we know as adults you don't steal. But little motherfuckers who think that they run the world can just steal whatever they want. Actually, no, they can't. Okay, but so by derailing you, stealing this fire, you still went towards it. Because you still worked out. Okay, this is all hypothetical, okay? You still worked out. You still stayed in shape. You still kept it on your mind. And no matter how much they derailed you, you still came back to it. Okay, so this is why you're going to get communication about it, because there is something that you have been hypothetically in the process of learning your whole life. And that was going to be the career that you went down, because that was the creative endeavor that you were supposed to create a life with, which is what people do in this world. You're not the only one, but they acted like you were. They were just standing in the way of somebody, and you told them something about what it is you want to do, or they connected with your soul, and they read something, or they stalked you and they found out something and they took it. And this isn't all just fucking thievery. Okay. But when it's actual contracts that you've been lined up to get and they derail it, it's almost like eventually, you know, how I see on a train track, it's like sometimes, you know, when they go to switch trains, right? There's got to be that double rail. So then the rail comes back together, so then they can take trains off the rail and put, keep trains on. And I almost see like they derailed you, but they kept your train like just sitting there. And now, because rails are all connected, you are now reconnected onto your road. That's what I see. And no matter how much this person stares you down, no matter how much this person tries to get in you and fuck with you, okay, they can't, because this has always been your vision. And because it's always your vision, it's always going to stay your vision, and you're always going to be guided towards it. They can't do anything about it. And now the universe is like, they really can't do anything about this, because now it's so much in your face. Now you're going to have so much confidence that their little magic voodoo bullshit, all in hate, goes down the drain. Because that's what love is. You will, if you love something, let it go, so then you don't rip it apart. But people who just want to steal because they like what things look like, and they don't want to manifest them for themselves because they have no sense of patience, while they're trying to tell you to have patience when you've been sitting there waiting for something for 10 years. Who doesn't have patience? The people that keep stealing something, or the ones who keep waiting? I'm pretty sure it's the ones who keep waiting. Those are the ones that have patience, because you're not going out and stealing something from somebody else because something's been stolen from you, right? So I just read the words freedom and drive. I believe that somebody has their car keys back. They have their car keys back. They honestly, there's strength right there, actually. There's Leo energy right there. They really honestly think that you were going to give up on it, and that you were just going to start to wish for something else. They were grounding that you were going to wish for something else. That you were just going to let them take the fruit, take your belongings. Actually, look at that. There's a mirror right there on the bottom of the deck. 1441. Can you see that? Yeah, there it is. See? 1441. The polarity in that. They denied you a belonging. This was your belonging. This is like, so if you have been in a lot of really awful positions over the course of your life, right? Never really belonging, never truly being somewhere where you could shine and grow. It's because they wanted to keep you on display, to keep you earning the company money. They were using you. And Mercury is willing to tell us that. And Mercury with Venus, right? Because actually, if you think about it, the sign of Venus is inside of Mercury. Okay. And then Mercury is northeast, southwest, with Taurus above it. Okay. So I think that this is so much grounding. Okay. You were so meant to do something that the universe, I almost think that the universe is like going to make a law because of what happened to you. And you know what I'm thinking of is Deadly Dates. And it was on Prime Video, and it's about the early 90s into 2000s, when we all really started to go on the web and online date. And these women died because of this online dating, and because of meeting these people online. And there were a lot of laws made in the process of about 10 years or so with online dating. And I'm getting that now. I'm getting, there almost is going to be a new law / philosophy made for what happened to you. They're almost like, this has been something that has been almost on reserve for you. Like, you said it, You knew what your life was and what somebody was doing to you, and you proved it. You proved it. And I don't know how you did that. And I don't, I almost feel like at this point in time, nobody needs to know how you did it. All you need to know is that you did it. You changed the process of this. You did good. That's what they really want to say, is you did good. So people really, they did all they could to keep you invisible. And it didn't work, because you're not supposed to be invisible. Not like that. They put you on display somewhere else, so you would be invisible somewhere else. Like putting you on display means that you can't be at home doing your thing that is going to create you the life that you deserved. It's like somebody wanted to keep you in a very low vibration so you wouldn't even never figure it out. And that, my friends, is what we call a saboteur. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But I really do hope that this message helps somebody. Like I do hope it resonates for people who possibly feel like they've been fucked with and things have been messing with them. Like, you're probably right about the whole thing. So never doubt yourself. And if it doesn't resonate, wait for the next message. It will come out. Okay. And yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for the donations and the readings and everything that you guys do and all the comments. Just thank you so much. This channel is really growing and I love it. Okay. And not saying that that's all that matters, is I'm the one that loves it, but kind of is the only one that matters, I guess. But thank you. All right. Thank you for supporting it, and thank you for being there. And yeah, thank you for watching. All right. See you later. Peace out.